Being in North Texas, I'm exposed to great art and culture as well, and different people, and I think just that upbringing, those initial influences are really important in the long term.
Every week we hit the road to tell the stories of the people, places, and events that make Hunt County great. These are our friends and our neighbors telling their own stories in their own words. Stories worth knowing and sharing. These are the stories that make us proud to call this place home. And around every corner, we find something else that makes us want to celebrate Hunt County. This program would not be possible without the support of our generous sponsors. Thank you.
Well, my experiences with art in the Hunt County area has been great, and I teach a variety of classes. I teach painting and figure drawing, art appreciation, and currently I'm teaching 2D design and color theory. And then what's been great too is that I can develop my own studio practice out of my studio, and so that kind of informs and interconnects with the teaching practice. My parents were originally from Wales and New Zealand, and with my father's job, we moved around a lot, so I had a pretty nomadic childhood. And until I was about 18, then I finally kind of stayed in North Texas, and that was it. But it was really valuable at the time. I didn't like being the new kid over and over, because every couple of years we would move. But it really did open my eyes. It exposed me to different people and cultures and locations across the country and even overseas. We lived in New Zealand for a while when I was really young, and then England, so that was neat. And then got to travel from there, you know. Also, my mother was an artist, and she loved the arts in general. I can remember when I was about 5, we lived in San Diego, and she brought me to see a musical, My Fair Lady, and I'll never forget that. And it stayed with me ever since. And then she was also a very accomplished oil painter and watercolor painter. So I just remember going to her shows. Wherever we lived, she had an art studio set up. And I even got to help her stretch canvases for her paintings. So that was pretty cool. And so I was just around that, and artists and exhibitions and things. So that was influential. Well, I think my parents really did have a major bearing on my outlook on life. And I think they were just, in and of themselves, very open-minded people. And being in North Texas, I'm exposed to great art and culture as well, and different people. And so I think just that upbringing, those initial influences are really important in the long term. The most rewarding part of being an artist and an educator, I think, is especially as an educator, when I'm teaching, I get as much from them, my students, as I give to them, hopefully. Not only with technique and use of materials, but conceptually. And they're just amazing. So they inspire me to raise my bar in my teaching and studio practice. So. Well, I think it can benefit anybody making art, and if you've ever wanted to do it but had reservations, I think just jump in there and do it. And I have huge admiration for anybody who walks in that room, who makes something and puts it out there for the world to see, because can be a vulnerable feeling, and you're just putting yourself out there, and I think anyone who does that's very brave. I am Jane Cornish Smith, and I celebrate Hunt County.
If you liked this story, help us celebrate by sharing it with your friends and family. Our stories appear on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and cable TV on Juice 34. You can also find us online at celebratehuntcounty.com. If you'd like to suggest someone to feature in our program, email your idea to stories@celebratehuntcounty.com. We also want to thank our sponsors for making our storytelling possible. We hope you'll support the hometown businesses that keep Hunt County strong.
Family is very important to us, and that's why we wanted to bring family to our business.
We tell folks that at Home Texas Real Estate, we work as a team and we're all working together to try to sell your house, or we're all working together to help you find the right one that you want to buy.
With At Home Texas Real Estate, it's our family helping your family.